This transmission, light trinitization, is all about the recognition that your aura, when fully activated, takes on the luminous likeness of what you would describe as a tetrahedron. You could think of this as a triangle in terms of a two-dimensional representation. This comes into effect through synchronizing what you have described as your three minds. Upper mind, middle mind, lower mind. Remember that these three zones of the body, your brain, your heart, your intestines, are all rich with neuronal cells. They all function as if they are their own collective mind. So, the upper mind is not just resonant with the higher self, it is also resonant with all of the upper chakras and all of the different regions of the brain, the sense organs. Middle mind regulates breathing, it regulates the heart. It also oversees the initial stages of digestion. Lower mind, of course, deals with the latter dimensions of digestion, as well as elimination, and of course, reproduction, and also direct interface with the Earth collective consciousness. When these three minds work together, they stabilize as three luminous spheres, almost like three suns, one in the head, one in the heart, one in the belly. And when this happens, they take on within the nucleus of their sphere form a trinity organization that creates a type of engine of stability and regeneration, thus allowing for that activated mind, whether it be upper, middle, or lower, to have within its nucleus the balance of the triangle and the three powers, positive, negative, and neutral, working together to create the electrical charge that nourishes that mind, thus nourishing the body. So when that trinity effect of balance is realized in the three minds, the aura will begin to mirror that, but it's going to do that in a way that is not two-dimensional. It's going to do it in a way that is fourth-dimensionally resonant and fifth-dimensionally resonant. So it is as if you are standing or sitting within the center of a pyramid. That's the effect that is aurically produced. As that pyramid within your aura becomes stabilized, it magnetizes an inverted tetrahedron, an inverted pyramid from above that contains the higher self. And this downward facing tetrahedron then overlaps, it overlays itself upon the physical aura, the physical body. And this is what forms what you describe as the activated merkaba. So those triangles of balance within the nucleus of the spheres of upper, middle, and lower mind, they too take on a star tetrahedron form once that overlay has taken place. So think of it in the following way. Right now, through your daily actions, your mindset, your focus, your values, how you are relating to the world, through this, you are exercising and you're stimulating these three minds. And this is creating a certain effect of organization. When you become masterful in how you relate to these three levels of your being, these three levels of reality, it's as if that triangular nucleus of balance is then established within each of them. And when enough people stabilize this, the collective walk-in phenomenon is summoned forth. And this is when the collective higher self of the species descends. And it is either accepted or it is turned away. When enough people stabilize this energy, it allows for the collective to unconsciously follow that lead, and they naturally begin to express that same level of balance. Remember, the mammalian dimension of the human brain is tribal. So many people are playing unconsciously follow the leader, even though they think they're totally autonomous and independent. Subconsciously, they're looking around. Who's doing what? How do I fit in? What's the next move? Some people They are a little more bold. What's going to make me stand out? What is everyone not doing? What is fresh? What is new? What is the hottest new trend or download? As you can see, many people, they are externally focused. They're subconsciously on that mammalian level looking for all these different cues. So when you come into the equation with this energy structure, you are activating within them the recognition of that which they are unconsciously seeking. Because other than an activated energy human, the only other reference point they have, for example, is what the normal humans are doing. What do I mean by normal? Those that are following the usual belief systems of your society and your culture. So as you can see, it turns into a feedback loop. But when you come in with these energy codes and you stabilize that and you assist that person in whatever way that you do, they detect that, they begin to mirror that, and it's as if you have a torch and you have lit their torch, and now they will do the same for others. They don't have to even have an awareness of the energy techniques, the geometries, none of that. They just need the feeling. And they need that feeling to communicate beyond the mask. Remember, you can't force someone to awaken. You can't force the flower to bloom. But what you can do is you can create all the conditions, and even more so, even more specifically, you can see what the flower needs to bloom. And if you can help to deliver that, your energy will penetrate beyond the mask, any armor they have, any walls they have, it goes right through. Because many people on your planet, they are seeking. And if you can help them to find the energy substance that they're seeking, which might be something completely unknown to them, they will allow for your energy to penetrate deeper, and they will mirror you in a greater way. We share this with you because in your last few years, humanity's focus has been more introspective. You had many global events that caused people to sort of go within. So there was a sort of hermetic phase that your people went through. And that, of course, was very much needed in a certain sense. When many people had that opportunity to sort of go within and retreat, it led to a lot of realization. Many new levels of the self were discovered. It introduced many challenges. And now an opposite type of dynamic is taking place, where all of that energy, which has been concentrated, is now expanding out into the world. This is why many of you are feeling called to explore spiritual events, spiritual communities, to connect to your soul family, your star family. That sense of expansion that you're feeling, it's not an echo from the past. It is the energy of the leading edge. So remember, expansion that is done through impulse will always lead to an exhaustion. But expansion that takes place from your heart's calling and from a place of inner guidance will produce a fire of nourishing life and light that will eternally sustain you. And that fire of life and light is what is burning in the heart of humanity right now. And it is inspiring many people to expand, to connect, so you can use this energy. It is time for the expansion. You know what it's like to contract. You've been there. You have felt what it is like to contract yourself to the very center point of Earth and beyond. And now you have expanded as a people back out from that Earth nucleus into the surface and beyond in terms of your energy. Remember that your Earth, as you know, has the Schumann resonance. And in terms of a visualization, it manifests as a type of toroidal field around the planet. In addition to this, there is also an extra layer of energy. Think of it as a bubble of energy that toroidal circulation takes place within. That bubble of energy can contract as the Earth inhales and it can expand as the earth exhales. And humanity follows this earth respiration. We have not talked about this before. It is an occult earth science, and we will be getting into this more. But the earth breathes. And as it breathes, humanity on the surface will go through certain phases, certain chapters, certain themes of experience. The inhales that can create a contraction sometimes will cause a psychic awakening and more of a hermetic time. The exhales that create expansions, this oftentimes will cause people to innovate, to create, to express themselves, to commune and connect. So you are in this expansion time. This is coinciding with the splitting prism process. Eventually, the inhale and the exhale become completely synchronized in terms of their energy signature. And when that happens, it's as if the yin and the yang, the two polarities, are completely balanced. What this looks like is all timelines that have chosen life, creativity, love, service, then blend together. That is the effect. The versions of Earth that synchronize with that respiration enter into a portal that is an earth-based collective portal that summons forth the next level of the earth experience, which you would call the next chapter in your new earth storyline. So we share all of these with you because that is the power of your personal vibration. Not everyone on earth needs to have these types of activations and focus in order for this description to manifest. It only takes so many. So you have this capability, you have this gift, you've always had it, and there will be more activations to come, especially in the following transmissions, especially in the various programs that will be offered as we approach 2026